Alright, Paladin. Probably Secrets Paladin. That seems to be all the rage these days. We don't really want any of these cards. We want a good drop, one drop, not abusive, but Flame Imp or Ruby Neck's fine too, especially the Direwolf. We just need to build a better board than our opponent and not have him draw the 6-drop, that Mysterious Challenger that gets him all his secrets. Because that is quite hard to beat for, yeah, alright. What a surprise. That card is, Mysterious Challenger is very hard to beat for like a creature-based aggressive deck. We could coin this, and then attack, and then if it's Noble Sacrifice, he kind of gets blown out. And we will probably find a way to weave this into our curve. If we save coin, what do we get to do? We get to go like boom, boom, and then more 2-drops. I kind of like just coining out the egg, since I do have the Direwolf. Wow. Alright. Playing Repentance on turn 1 seems bold. I guess he wanted to get a secret out of his hand just to make me play around it. But, like, he would know as soon as I played a minion. I guess it's better against Handlock, and he took the risk, but that card just does not seem fantastic. Now we can transition to double 1-drops, and next turn we can silence this to make it so that doesn't make spiders. The question is, where do we want to place these? I probably want this to be buffed, so I want to put the Direwolf in between these two, so I can't put the Flame Imp in between them. The question is whether I put the Flame Imp here or here. And I think I put the Flame Imp here, because it's more likely to die than the egg spawn. So we want to put it here so we can put the Direwolf here. Well, I think we are just owling next turn. We'll see what happens. Muster's really hard for us to deal with too, unless we draw Juggler. Juggler's not that bad. Hopefully there's no follow-up secret. Alright, no follow-up. I think... Okay, so this isn't a super efficient use of this to trade, especially since we have the Direwolf, but I think if we just beat them on board early, there's no way they can win. And Consecrate here, if we play the Owl and PO this, and then trade this here, only kills 2 of our creatures, and then we have Argus follow-up. So I think the best play is... I guess actually, hold on, where do we want this, the Owl? We want the Owl on the other side, here, because we're more likely to trade off the Owl than the Flame Imp. Right? Yes. Then we do this, and we do this. Alright, then we're gonna... It's gonna die, we're gonna get a 4/4. So, Consecrate sort of gets us, I mean, kills these 2, but then we get to Argus here to protect against double Consecrate. And we're just beating him on board. And that's what you want to do against Secrets Paladin. Mysterious Challenger is still 2 turns away, and hopefully we can just be so far ahead by then that it doesn't matter too much. Opponent might have like a True Silver here, which is fine. We're probably Argusing like no matter what. I think there's a very high likelihood we just Argus next turn. Opponent going in the tank here. This is a pretty rough board for Secrets Paladin to come back from. It's like a very hit or miss deck. If you have a good start, you have a good start and you win. Otherwise, it's sort of like a the new Undertaker deck in a way. I mean, you even have Secret Keeper, which is basically Undertaker. A little bit worse, just a little bit. But in general, it works a little bit like that, where if you don't get a good hand, or you don't do as well in the early game, it's going to be really hard for you to come back. Looks like opponent might have just, rage quit here, and or is AFK. I think we just still play the Argus here. Like, if I know my opponent's AFK, I'd probably play both the Direwolves to push damage, but we're just going to play as if we don't know that for a fact. So we'll still do this to protect against double Consecrate. Go ahead and push some damage here. And even though our opponent quit after like the 4th turn, I think it was pretty obvious we'd won the game. I also think it's a decently educational game, at least for how you can use cards, even though they're bad value, just to get advantage in the early game because it's so valuable against the deck. So I think I will go ahead and put this game in the series. Do we have lethal here? Just like play the wolves. Yeah, alright. Turn 5 kill. It's basically a combo deck. Alright guys, gonna go ahead and play another game here. Ooh, he killed the wolf? That seems like a mistake. Maybe we can win now.